Ludus Full Pez.
Welcome to Ludus Full Pez. My name's Kirsty and today I'm with Lee Vincent from Vincent Fantasy Art. We're currently at the UK Games EXPO. Are you having a good day?
Excellent, it's been tremendous.
There's a lot of blank white areas around here at the moment.
Absolutely, well that's wonderful. That's wonderful news, we never expected it. But obviously, as you're indicating, that people have been snapping on the pictures. They've been, they've been very generous and they've been so appreciative. They really love them. People have sort of been mesmerised, which is just the reaction you want.
It is.
Yeah, precisely.
So we've got a mixture of art here, and currently behind you, we've got the HS New World collection.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is Hamish Seymour, who is just off camera at the moment. So we're just going to feature a bit of his artwork. Can you give a bit of a backstory about Hamish at all and the artwork that he creates?
Hamish is my stepson, and he's long had an interest. He's on the autistic spectrum. He's long had an interest in dinosaurs and in artwork. Initially, starting with a lot of cardboard models, actually, which we always found quite amazing. But recently, he's branched out into these dinosaur-type pictures and dragon-type pictures, which are spectacular, I think, in terms of their colour and their composition. So he's got a real gift for colour. And strangely enough, he breaks some of the rules in a way, really effectively. Normally, with painting, you put the reds at the front and you put sort of cold colours, the blues, at the back. But what he does, he reverses that. Not all the time, but as you can see with some of them over there, you've got a couple of pictures characterised by the red at the back, which with a stained glass window effect. So we know he's onto a winner here. He's also prolific, he does a lot. And he also has a slightly more traditional sort of style as well, as for the pictures here. The more sort of black and white types.
And what was really fascinating was, as we came to the stall to set up ready for filming, Hamish literally just finished this one in front of my eyes, the Stegosaurus. Like, that's a fantastic, like the shading, he's really got a knack for it, hasn't he?
Yes, he has indeed, So, I like to think he comes under my influence a little bit. I've been telling him about contrast. He's got to get the contrast in his pictures, and he has done massively,
So obviously, you're an established artist yourself. So when did you start art? Where did it all begin for yourself?
It's ancient. We could go on for a long time, far too long here, but I'll just say very quickly, I used to do portraits of people outside the National Portrait Gallery. When I say that, it sounds like I did it every year, but it was only for a 6-week period. But I did those in 1979. Then, with teaching, you don't do much art, apart from drawing for my pictures on the board, and amusing kids. But subsequent to that, I felt it was right to take up the arts again. I did pet portraits. And again, so pet portraits naturally lead into this. No, they don't, of course. No, I was looking for a style, and I was somewhat inspired by Mont Saint-Michel in France, with a sense of intrigue, everything built into this kind of rocky, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing place. And so my pictures, in a sense, could gain some inspiration from that, although they've deviated from that a lot. But there were two aims, really. One aim is that you've got something that's striking from a distance, in terms of, so you've got contrast and you've got fairly good composition, hopefully. But then when you get closer, you get a sense of intrigue, the fact that there's a lot of ambiguity, complexity, that sort of thing. So now, obviously, they're not architecturally sound, so I don't go building anything. No, these are not architectural plans. I would say, and I've also got this, somebody came up with the idea of, why don't you put some that go sideways so they can go vertically or horizontally. So that picture there.
That works.
That goes both ways. Probably slightly better the way it is, but there you are. So it's, again, perhaps a sense. It's somewhat quirky, and there's a sense of intrigue. Now, some of them also have had hidden creatures in as well. There's a kind of a semi-hidden dragon in that one there. And I can show you, if I'm going to move over to something I started with, again, go back into the Sands of Time. I've got some pictures over here, and some of these have, if I can say, there are hidden things in there. Are there? Got to find the right one. I think there's probably a hidden fish in there somewhere.
Oh, I see,
Okay. So they've got hidden elements. So I've been experimenting a little bit with having those, I can't find any more that fit in.
Okay, so with that one, do you draw the hidden element first and then build everything around it?
That's it. That's the trick.
Is that the trick? Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. It would be much harder.
That's fascinating.
Again, that's a very small thing,
Yeah.
but so sometimes I want to incorporate that kind of thing in the big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, people have been able to collect your artwork in person here at the expo. If people haven't been able to go to the expo, where can they find out more about your artwork?
Well, this is where it comes that being an artist and being a business person and entrepreneur are quite different skills.
Yeah.
And I'm not really the latter, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know I need to get my act together, but this isn't me going to make excuses.
Yeah.
But no, I have got Vincent Fantasy Art Facebook.
Okay.
People can contact me, but that's it really. But
That's
I do
fine.
need to get on some printing on demand.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Facebook is often enough for most
Yes.
people nowadays, so
Wonderful.
that's perfect. Well, we wish you all the very best with the rest of Expo.
Well, bless you. Thank you so
much
much.
for your time.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.